And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be continuing the main scenario quest. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So, we arrived at the unbelievably amazing zone, which is Churning Mist. And it's a shame it's the middle of the night, because during the day, it looks absolutely even more stunning than this. And we got here after clearing the dungeon Som I. And we also got an Aether Current, which basically means that because I've now got the last Aether Current of the Dravanian Forelands, it means in theory I can go back at some point and unlock all the Aether Currents to fly around the Dravania Forelands. So for me, it seems like a good idea to unlock flying in a zone after you've progressed past it. It seems to be the logical way. Just wait until you have the last Aether and then go about unlocking it. So anyway, let's now speak to Alphinaud. The next quest is called Beyond the Clouds. So Alphinaud ponders the means by which you might find Heavensward. So now that we have scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Heavensward himself. I hear Moogles. What manner of creature is that? Mithrie, do my eyes deceive me, or was that a Moogle? It was my understanding that they only dwelled within the Twelveswood. I certainly never expected to see one in the Churning Mist. If the Moogle does live here, however, he may know where Heavensward makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose the creature completely. Okay. So let's now go and find Alphinaud. Let's put our sword off just in case. So, he's gone, Mithrie. We must widen our search. Okay, so search for the Moogle at the designated locations. So let's go. Sorry, map. So where are we looking? Here we go. A ferric disturbance. So the nearby air appears warped. You sense that concealing magics are at work. Okay, let's go to this destination. So I have heard tales of these Moogles, but it's the first time I've ever laid eyes on one. They are rather adorable, aren't they? Why do you stare at me so? Can I not find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. Okay, let's go to the next destination. So I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Mayhap 'twas simply one of these strange plants shifting in a breeze. Okay. So nearby air warps, you sense that concealing magics are at work. So obviously there's more than one Moogle dotted around. I just need to find the other destination. So where is the third destination? Ah, here it is. Oh. So there is no sign of a Moogle in the area. Let's talk to Alpha Node. So I am sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? Okay, it's complete. So let's see. So the next quest is actually available at 54. So cool. So I'm going to probably go do a couple more dungeons, maybe some fake grinding and stuff like that. So when we're level 54, we will continue. Okay, so we managed to hit level 54 by doing 4 duty roulettes. So we did the high level, low level trials and main scenario roulette, and that along with the bonuses from the challenge log, we managed to hit 54 straight away. We did the level 54 paladin quest in order to get Goring Blade. So that's it. So let's continue with Alpha Node. So the next quest is called Mountaintop Diplomacy, and you can see Carnisana. And we get to choose a piety materia for, apparently, or a... I won't bother getting any weapons because all this stuff I can craft myself, so I'll just take the piety. So Alpha Node seems convinced that the Moogles hold the key to finding Heavensward. So confound it, could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Moogles? I am certain Herzvalga would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify Nidhogg's with any certainty. We could wander the mist for days and not know if we were any closer to his brood brother. And those days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Ysayle, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try, yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Dravanians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alpha Node? I have not yet given up on the Moogles. Mithrie, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Moogle's kin in the Twelveswood. After that business with Mogmug, I dare say they will be glad to help us. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg seems both the loss of his consort, senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze, in the hope that it might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Estinian. Come then, Mithrie, let us make haste for Gridania and rendezvous at Nofika's altar. Ah, but I neglected to tell you. There is an Aephorite ancient construct here which should make the return journey less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. Yep, used already, thank you. Cool, so we need to go back home to Gridania, so let's return. Cool. A for right, so we're going to use the A for net and go to the Conjurer's Guild. Okay, there we go. There is Alpha Node. So I sent word to the Elder Seedsay upon arriving at Gridania, and I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the Twelveswood Moogles, it is she. We are expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you are familiar with the Conjurer stationed at its entrance. So the Elder Seer awaits you. Pray follow me. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but it's no less of a relief to see you safe and hail with my own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all you have done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seer, we would beg your wisdom in a matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragonsong War. Speak on, friend. I see. So you seek a means to contact these Moogles of the Churning Mists. I say Kupo. Greetings, Coupler Coop. What do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck by the sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Connie, and I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these Moogles in the sky. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Moogle high in the clouds of Dravania, and I'd hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I am mistaken, Cuplo, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of Moogles who dwelled beyond the clouds? Indeed there are, Kupo. Long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Ah yes, the tale of good King Mogmug the 12th. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspect of the tale, it may well be that the Couplo's ancestors hailed from the Churning Mists. Given how long his king have resided in the Twelveswood, it is perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alphanode, such stories often contain a measure of truth. 'Tis like that the Moogles of the Churning Mist felt similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come tramping through the forest. Of course, where there's one Moogle, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take the trip to the clouds. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Coplo. You will accompany us, then? You just try and stop me. I'll admit the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture, and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania. My lady, are you quite certain? How often has our nation turned to the science of the Seventh Dawn in its hour of need? How often have we asked the Warrior of Light to risk our life to save our own? Full many times, I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. Is this not just? A most unexpected and welcome offer, late Elder Seedseer. We would be honoured by your presence. Cool. So let's now speak again with Alpha Node. So, pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seedseer's guide on the journey back to Som I. It being a path I have already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seedseer's personal guard to escort us. Okay. So let's speak with Estinian, who is at the Churning Mist still, so let's talk to him. Okay, we need to go this way. Is it this way? Yeah, this way. It's just because it's so bright, this place looks different than before. Okay, here is Estinian. Well met, Warrior of Light. Nidhogg has not stirred, but he watches us, unblinking. The Elder Seedseer herself answers your call. Then there is naught to do but wait. They are here, Mithrie. Greetings, my friends. I am happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of Dravanians. 'Twould seem the dragons have abandoned Som I for the Churning Mists. Elder Seedseer, may I present you Sir Estinian, Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. It is an honour to meet you, Sir Estinian. I have heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Mughals are all around us even as we speak, and I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. This should serve. They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them. I am Kanisana. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelveswood to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Ooh, such a gentle and pleasing glow. Interesting. So I am Moglin, the chieftain of this Moogle clan. Chieftain Moglin, it is an honor to meet you. Greetings, I am Coupler Coop, ambassador of the Trollswood Moogles. A Moogle from the world below? Your hide is of a different hue, but that pom is unmistakable. I might need a moment here. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here amongst the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well I can imagine your wariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Mayhap you will forgive them their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your midst. My companions grave an audience with the great Holzberger, that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon. An end to war, you say? I trust you, Karnisana. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. But I am afraid the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that, we hid because we smelled dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Harsberger, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-splattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind and invite destruction into our happy home. Now just a moment, chieftain. Mithrie here may be doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. She is a champion of the Trollswood Moogles, and I will not hear her good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall of course take your testimony into consideration. If I may, chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? An excellent suggestion. In the interest of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Moghome. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance and it will be yours. I shall be watching. Cool. So let's now complete this quest. So tell me, in the world down below, do all of your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. What was it Coupler Coop called you again? Mithrie. Your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Moogle name? Moglin is taken, by the way. As are Moghan, Mogmug, Mogwin. These being the names of the three wise Moogles who will administer the momentous challenges that I have devised to measure your worth. I call them the trials of trustworthiness. Undertake these trials and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid. Okay, so that's complete. Let's take the materia. Cool, so it seems we need to do 3 trials. So let's talk to Moghan first. So Moghan's trial. Moghan would test your worthiness with a trial. Again, we get a bunch of weapons of stuff which I can craft myself, so I'll just take the intelligence materia. So, hello, yes, I am Moghan, the foremost alchemist in Moghan, if you must know. If your tummy gloopy or your wings droopy, I have a potion to fix that. Or I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily you're here to do my trial. Yes, go for, mighty adventurer, and mightily pluck 3 sprigs of cloud's breath for me. You'll find it blooming near the entrance to Eel Tom. It's not the safest of places, so don't let yourself be too distracted by the pretty flowers. Okay, next. Let's do the second one. So here's Mogmug. So the next one is called Mogmug's Trial. So Mogmug would test your trustworthiness with a trial. So, yes, you have the pleasure of speaking with Mogmug. I know. I am the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you have ever laid your eyes upon. It isn't easy being this adorable. I could barely take a stroll outside without those relentless Dravanians throwing themselves at me. Why, they look as they might just gobble me right up. In any case, fleeing their overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, madam, is this. Find these ardent archosaurs and slap them some manners into them. Perhaps a firm smack on the snout will teach them to appreciate my charm from afar. Okay, and let's accept the third one. From Mogwin. So, this one is called Mogwin's Trial. So, Mogwin would test your trustworthiness with a trial. So Mogwin's the name and the art is my game. When it comes to painting, there are none in Moghan who can match my talent with a brush. I know why you have come. Chieftain Moglin has demanded that I test your trustworthiness, but as I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me, I instead charge you with retrieving a masterpiece I seem to have misplaced. It was an ambitious and innovative work, guaranteed to fetch at least 4 Kupo nuts on the open market. You must find it. Question the masses. Surely a people painted with such vibrant colour and unmistakable panache cannot have escaped the notice of every Moogle in Moghan. Cool. So let's ask around. So let's talk to Mogamo. So Mogwin is missing the masterpiece. Oh, you mean the paint-smeared mess of a pebble? I've not seen it recently, a fact for which my eyes are profoundly grateful. Okay, so let's now talk to Muddled Moogle. So, Masturo Mogwin has misplaced his masterpiece. Oh, happy day. If I am to suffer in finding it, I will soon have a genuine Mogwin for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 Kuponuks just laying about to spend on such luxuries? Okay, and here is Mogto. So, I don't know much about this stone, but I do know Mogwin's been creeping out of the back way to some ice summit from time to time. Maybe he's left it up there. Cool. So let's talk to Mogwin. So, well, what did you find out? Ah yes, now that you mention it, I do seem to recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. The second part of your trial commences. Go adventure and retrieve my masterpiece before some art-starved admirer swipes the stone for himself. Okay. So let's go. Okay, here we go. So let's put on Sword Oath is already on. Let's summon our Chocobo. Let's do a Stone Skin. Okay, almost there. Let's see if there's any more. Yeah, one more. Okay. So we need to... Oh, okay. So we actually have to take these. I thought these Cloud's Breath might have actually been related to the Fate, but apparently not. Let's try and avoid those mobs if we can. So it says find Mogto. Do we have to go up here maybe? Ah, here's Mogto. So we have to find the masterpiece, we actually have to go up here. That makes sense. That's why I couldn't find it in the area. There's an Aether Current there, which we'll ignore for now. I only do the Aether Currents when I'm ready. Or when I'm gonna get all of them, not just one. Okay, so we're on the roof. There it is. Well, that took a while to find. Okay, so now we need to find the Cloud's Breath. I wonder if it's the same concept. Like, I wonder if we're going to have to go... So it's not just, say, down here where it's obvious. It might be, like, up there or something. Like, up this cliff. I can't jump down. I guess they called it a trial for a reason. Let's make sure it's not hidden in like one of these bushes or something. So let's look up there, shall we? If we can. Might not be able to. I'm way off. What the hell? Can I climb this area? It looks like I should be able to climb it. Okay, let's see. Let's go back round here. So it is up here. Jeez. Well, they weren't kidding when they said trial. Well, that was a pain. So I'm going to have to get used to the concept that things can be above me when they're in the red circles. Maybe people are watching and they're like, just go that way, go that way. Why are you going that way? You're so stupid. Okay, here's Mogwin. So, do you have a Kupo? Is my masterpiece safe? Yes, it is. So it says, an ordinary rock awash with extraordinary colour. What that colour represents, however, you cannot discern from any angle. Yes, this is my work. Is it not exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, madam. At last I can exchange my art for those delicate Kupo nuts. Chief Moglin will hear of this valorous deed. Okay, that was a pain in the ass. Done. Next. So you were able to humble my Dravanian devotees. Wonderful. You are as capable as I am captivating. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those louts for pursuing me so mercilessly, their tongues lolling and bellies rumbling. The Dravanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration. Okay, let's accept. So we're getting lots of materia, it seems. And here is Moghan. So did you have any trouble finding the Cloud's Breath? Yes. I do need it quite urgently, you know. Let's hand over the Cloud's Breath. It says, lack of imagination has led to most all-white flowers found growing in the sky-bound regions of Dravania and Alabethia to be named after clouds, this light-petaled specimen being no exception. So, oh yes, these are perfect. Now I have the main ingredient for my pom tunic. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, miss? Should you ever feel your pom losing its bounce, then I am your Moogle. Okay, let's complete. So you have completed the Trials of Trustworthiness. Return to Chieftain Moglin and await his judgment. Okay, let's do that. So the quest is called Moglin's Judgment. So Chieftain Moglin is ready to pass judgment on your trial performance. Mithrie, if that is what you insist on calling yourself, you have completed the Trials of Trustworthiness administered by the Taskmasters Moghan, Mogmug, and Mogwin. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct, as well as that of your companions. And I am decided. Gather your friends before me now, so that I need not repeat myself needlessly. Okay. So, are these trials over then? My tasks have been a little more than household chores. If our hosts elect not to grant their aid after working us like packed chocobos, I shall demand compensation in Kupo nuts out of principle. But I hope it will not come to that. Let us hear the chieftain's verdict, shall we? Okay, let's next talk to Estinian. So, how goes your trials, Warrior of Light? I myself have been sent on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragoon population. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dravanians? Such contradictions aside, our host seemed entranced by the height of my leap. They compared me to Mog, a lance-wielding chocobo warrior of Eld who also favoured such attacks. 'Twas meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt these furry lumps could outleap a curable lamb, such less a dragoon. Conclude your business here swiftly, Mithrie. I like not this place. Okay, let's talk to Kanisana next. So, standing here in Mogho, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of King Mogmug XII and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth, a story of younglings that grew with the telling. But with every passing moment, I come more certain that we have discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager I am to hear what the chieftain has to say. Okay, let's talk to Coupler Coop. So, we've become such friends. My Moogle cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. Chieftain Moglin has finally come to a decision, has he? Well, I suppose I'd better flutter over and see him then. And last but not least, let's talk to Ysayle. So, what sorcery is this, that my heart should stir at mere fluffiness? Mithrie, no matter, what is it? Chieftain Moglin has made his decision? Well, let us not keep him waiting then. Okay, so, let's now go talk to the chieftain. So, never have I seen such determined workers. It would have taken us moons to complete all of those dreary chores and niggling errands. And have our labels proven the purity of our intentions, chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. But you see, before any meeting with Hardfroger could take place, certain preparations needed to be made. And what better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do? Grrr. I agree. So, oh dear, the horn. Bring out the horn, quickly now. So we blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the great Worm. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Moghan may have sat on it. So we needed some time for cleaning and polishing and straightening. No lasting harm done though. Now you need simply head to Zenith, the Yerm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. We are in your debt, Chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to Hersvalga. Very possibly, yes, but I wouldn't get my hopes up too high. The old Yerm isn't terribly fond of, Your concern is appreciated, but I am quite certain that Hersvalga will welcome our overtures. Should we arrive at his lair? Come, we have squandered enough time already. So, Chieftain Moglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky. Of course, Kupo. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Moghan your home amongst the clouds. Okay, so let's talk to Moghan. So, thanks for the help. I doubt I ever would have found time for all those rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the chieftain had spared a little less time sitting about and a little more time chiefening, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. And it was him who sat on the horn, by the way. But now all the errands are done and the horn is fixed, so all's well that ends well, eh? Okay, let's complete. So I think that's a good time to end the episode. We're now ready to talk to the dragon, so we'll do that next episode. So anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie.